Hi, it's Billy, back with you again. Uh, I decided to do another one of my posts after the introduction. I just kind of wanted to get started. I was excited about it, so here goes. So, life of a truck driver. Well, you know the stereotypes, of course. You know about um, the songs, the Smokey and the Bandit thing back in the 80s and all that stuff. Well, let me tell you, it is so not true. So not true. Truck drivers are kind of a strange breed. Um, there are a lot of truck drivers out here that are depressed. Um, they spend, 11, 12 hours a day sitting behind the wheel of a truck, putting up with traffic, um, and thinking about their issues, their problems, things that are going on at home, things that are affecting them directly or indirectly in the moment. And it's a very lonely existence most of the time. When you leave your home to go and do this, you stay out on the road, depending on who you work for, a week, 2 weeks, sometimes a month, sometimes longer, without going home. Meanwhile, your friends and family and those people that you were used to seeing every day, they go on with their lives. They go to work, they pick up their dry cleaning, they go get their car fixed, they go to watch a movie, they go and do all of the things that you would do in a normal kind of life where you have an apartment or a house, and you're responsible for the upkeep of that, and you're responsible for the upkeep of yourself and all that. Truck drivers are totally, totally different. Um, we're 3 steps from work. I'm sitting right now in the cab of my truck. I have basic essentials, basic living essentials with me. You have to be very organized and very neat when it comes to your truck, because otherwise the clutter can quickly overtake you. You're basically living in a 4 by 8 foot space. So that 4 by 8 foot space that you'll find, there's a place for everything, and when things are out of place, it can start to overwhelm you. So most of the time is spent inside of our truck. I don't know how many of you out there like to go camping or fishing or braving the wilderness, but being exposed to the elements is not a fun thing. So when we leave our truck, usually we are leaving our truck to go into a building, such as a truck stop or a shipper or receiver or something of that nature, sometimes a repair shop. Um, it's always a temporary situation. It's never fun. The people that you deal with on a daily basis, they have been dealing with people that are just like you all day long. And most of the time, truck drivers are not very hygienic. They're not very well spoken. They're not very uh, intelligent or worldly. And as I said, they tend to lead very secluded lives. So um, they're not fun to be around a lot of the time. And so what happens is you end up kind of disassociating yourself from society around you, because the few interactions that you do have with society around you are usually negative. Those people don't want to see you. They don't want to have anything to do with you, especially if you basically only have a nodding acquaintance with your toothbrush. Um, so it can be very lonely. It can be very challenging. It's hard to keep your spirits up out here. The one thing that all truckers have, with the exception of myself, are CB radios. The reason I've chosen not to have a CB radio is, first of all, they're kind of no longer required to do the job. And secondly, you'll find that when people are on the CD radio, it's usually not a positive thing. They usually talk about politics, race, sexual orientation comes up quite a bit. Um, the drivers around them that have pissed them off, and that kind of thing. And so you turn on this CB radio, and you're inundated with negativity. And the thing is if you are making a concerted effort to keep your spirits up, the last thing in the world that you need is to pipe in all the negativity from every other truck driver out there. Um, One of the godsends that I've noticed over the last couple of years is Sirius and XM satellite radios. We can pretty much go anywhere in the country and never lose a signal. Uh, it keeps us informed, it keeps us entertained, it keeps our mind from spinning circles inside our heads. It keeps us connected to the world, and at the same time, we can turn it off when we want to. Um, that sometimes falls in line with piping negativity into the cab of your truck with your CB radio. The news is not always a pleasant thing, and so you have to be able to kind of shut it off at times. The other godsend, of course, is computers, how I'm talking to you now. Uh, and that has been a great thing. It's great for boredom. It's great to be able to keep yourself informed and in touch with friends and family. I'm on social networks. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Wican, Wican, or Wiccan, however you want to say it. Wican2, the number 2, Wican, and the numeral 2. And I'm on Facebook as well. And so it's nice to be able to kind of touch base with, people that are back home, and it doesn't really infringe on their time. They can kind of respond to you when they have the time to do it, and you can do it as well. Don't text and drive. Don't do drugs. And so that's kind of how we keep in touch. Cell phones are nice, but a lot of states now are making laws that prohibit us from being able to make phone calls while we're driving. Totally understandable. At the same time, it's uh, cutting off one line of communication that for a while there we relied heavily upon. Uh, so as you can see, fighting boredom and getting outside of your own head can become a really important part of your daily existence. Uh, and keeping clean as well. Um, I used to wear long hair. I don't have long hair anymore. I do have hair up there. I just have a very high hairline. I don't know if you noticed that. It is a bit shiny, going a little gray. But anyway, I chose to keep my hair short, as well as a lot of my body hair, because it tends to cut down on odors and it tends to cut down on maintenance. Um, Usually after one day, I'm ready for a shower. I'm an oily person naturally, and so I have a tendency to get uh, feeling pretty funky by after about a day or two. Sometimes it is just not possible. It is just not possible to take a shower. And the best that you can hope for is to find a rest area or a truck stop, go into the bathroom, get a quick shave, brush your teeth, wash your face, run a washcloth across your body, and put on fresh deodorant and go. Which is basically what I did today, although I did manage to get a haircut slid in there too, which was nice. So those are kind of the challenges on a daily basis that we deal with. And more next time. Stay tuned.